Hey, this is Mike Lochran with Vizi, and today we're going to sort of present our PrintCLIK system. It's an exclusive system that we developed really over the last 25 years to help organizations, especially mid-sized and large organizations, growing organizations, to be able to manage their print and marketing collateral, as well as distribute it throughout the country as needed. It allows for a lot of brand consistency, allows for control, allows for reporting. And ultimately, it's a system that we initially developed and we're selling to Fortune 500 companies at a very large expense at the time. But we've now brought it down to medium companies, and we offered for those that qualify, which most of the MassBio clients do qualify for it based upon the partnership agreement that we created with MassBio. We offered for free to those. So it's really an amazing tool. And one of my team members here, Michelle, is going to sort of roll through, give the nickel and dime tour of the system so you can really see what the power is that's involved and that we're offering to all those MassBio members. So Michelle, if you don't mind just sort of taking over and giving a little overview, that would be great.
Okay, great. I'm Michelle Hall with Vizi, and I'm going to just run through the site with you. The screen that you're seeing now is a login screen, and the login determines what you're going to see on the other end. So once you've logged in, it determines what you may see, what control you might have if you have access to reporting or anything like that. And this site's going to be very robust and give you pretty much all the features and all the bells and whistles, but we're just going to hit on the main features and things that people use on a daily basis. And then we'll come back and hit a few other things. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and place an order. I'm going to go through, we've got this lined up in a couple of different ways. So you can get it in categories in the middle of the page, or you can go through items here on the drop down. So in the drop down, you're going to see information about the item. It may be an item that has multiple images that you can click on, and then there will be different prices and quantities that you can choose from. Simply add that to your cart. And up in the right-hand corner, it's going to give us a synopsis of what we have in the cart at any given time. Another popular item that we use a lot of are customized items like stationery, business cards, that sort of thing. So we'll go through a little item that has some customization. Again, this one's formatted in a different way just so you can see that we have different options here as far as pricing is concerned. This one is one that has different images, so you can click on the different images to see them better. And if you want to see up close of that, you can do a zoom in on it. Just click off of it to take it off the screen. And then we'll customize the item next. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so that you can see it on the screen a little better. So with this one, it just shows you the way that we can protect your branding. So what we've done here is we've got certain fields that we are allowing you to customize, and we are controlling the fonts that you want to use, the colors, everything, so that they only see what you want them to see, or are only able to put in information that you want to allow them to use. Anytime that they make a change on this card, it's going to give a pop-up saying that they need to update the preview. Once they update the preview, that gives them a new proof. And this is the one and only proof that they would get. So we don't go ahead and send other proofs out afterwards. This order goes directly through our system into the print process. So here you can see and check all of your information. You can even go to the back page. If you have customization that you want on the back, we can do that as well. And then from here, you can either save this for later and come back to it. Let's say you're checking to see if a phone number was correct or something like that. If you do that, you can come back to it at any time and go ahead and check out with your other items. Or you can finish editing and add this to your cart. And a little pop-up is going to just come up here and say, is this error-free? And I approve it. So we'll go ahead and add that to our cart. And again, you can see the drop down showing you what items were added and what your total cart value is. So to check out, you can go to shopping cart, which is listed in several different areas on the menus. We can put that in several different places, or you can click on the cart here and click on view cart. It's a very simple shopping cart, but it does have some bells and whistles to it. You can always go back and edit an item that's customized. You can edit the quantity. You can duplicate it and then change and edit the information, or you can decide here to save it for later. If you need to see further details that you may want to just double check on, you can click on the details and that'll tell you, okay, this is the person that I created the business card for. We'll go ahead and check out. There we go. And the shipping page will be the first thing to come up. So we can do a few different things here. So we like to load in any addresses that you have to ship to make it easier on the person placing the order. Or we can give them ability to add an address just by clicking on this plus button, and they can add an address. So once they've added an address, it would be listed for them the next time they log in. And then they can also select from a preloaded address. The other thing on the shipping page, of course, is going to be the shipping methods, and these will be custom to you. So we have a drop down. They can choose different methods. FedEx is usually our go-to, but we do a lot of UPS and some other things as well. So this is custom to what you want. We even have some cases where we would ship on your own shipper number. We'll go ahead and hit continue, and that'll take us to the checkout page. On the checkout page, this is where you would choose your payment method and your billing and information. So normally we would default this to a specific payment method, depending on what you have chosen. A lot of times we'll do that as credit card. Occasionally we'll do a bill to ship, or maybe even a summary bill. We also have the ability to change the bill to here. If we're doing credit card, that has to match the credit card. So we'll put a brief statement up here reminding them of that. And then we can do PO numbers as well. And then give them ability to add any comments to the order. Once you're done here, we'll hit complete order, and that's going to give us a thank you page. A few different things could happen here. If the order is something that is approved, it requires an approver to approve the order before it goes through to us. We can set an approver up. We also have a few other bells and whistles that we can set up for you. The email or the order information gets emailed to the person placing the order, so they get an email confirmation of the order. Then again, when the order ships, they'll get another email with a tracking number and a link to the tracking. We can do all kinds of custom pages, and we like to put in a training page or just a reminder of how to use the site, so if there are any questions. We can also do custom reports, and we have reporting available on all the sites at all times. So all they need to do is go in and run a report. They can give us a date range, run the report. Can't get to my reports. There we go. And then once those ran, then it's going to download a Excel sheet for your reporting. So that you have reports available. The other thing that we can do is keep track of your inventory. So if you have items that you want to inventory with us, then we can allow you access to your inventory information at any given time. It's going to give you current levels and current counts. Those can be exported to either Excel or PDF format. Basically, that is the the little pieces and parts of the site that make it run most efficiently. We can make the site, of course, branded to your own specific brand. So anytime that you have a site, all of the colors and the logos and everything would all be to your specific branding.
And again, a few key things. that just to tackle onto Michelle was one that every one of our sites, although it's a sort of templated system we came up with, is custom to each client. So every MassBio client account would have some different needs, different items, and we deal in, so everybody understands what the system's really catered towards, is anything print related. So whether that be collateral, whether that be presentation folders, whether that be labels, anything you can print, we manufacture in-house, and then we run through this system. In addition to that, we do promotional products. We're one of the largest promotional products providers in the country. So that entails some printed pens and mugs, apparel, embroidered and screen printed, as well as full direct mail and fulfillment that we do in-house for people, that they're also doing even special box packaging for both internal employees, as well as any kind of sales or marketing promotions they might be doing to prospects or clients. The system will cater and hold all of that information, all those assets, make sure branding stayed consistent, and will custom the entire experience to every single client. And again, it used to be extremely expensive. It's still expensive in most parts of companies to do this, but we now, with the agreement and partnership we came up with MassBio, are offering it at no charge to those that are within the MassBio family. Again, pricing itself is even custom. So anything you saw in this demo has nothing to do with what pricing you would necessarily get. It would all be specific to you, as well as the additional discounts that MassBio members get. And then last, I'd say the speed of the site during one of these presentations is a lot slower than it is when Compass Direct connected. When we go through Zoom or one of these, it tends to slow down. So just sort of be aware of that. And that's pretty much our basics of what the site and system can do and what we're offering to the MassBio members. It is an amazing thing that the MassBio leadership sort of came together and to offer. So I certainly hope that those involved will take advantage of it. Thank you.
Thank you.